And we are live.
Hello, and I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Oh, okay, it's spinning. That's right. Okay, we're good.
So,
I think. Hello,
let's
everybody. Thank you for coming in. And if you're watching from the Wide Family Farm side, hello, welcome. And I don't know why I keep going frozen, but I don't know if it's my internet or what. I don't know.
Magic
So
Bakers is multitasking. He's in here.
nice. Thank you for coming in.
So,
Um, Tonight's topic was YouTube algorithm. Tammy wanted to have that chat. And it says one person's in my chat and the other one. Oh, hello. I see you.
and we got Angels in there. Homestead. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Just giving people a few minutes to come in before we start on the topic because I don't have an intro. So I need to make one. I've never made one. So maybe that will be a topic. How to make your intro.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Or, whatever. Well, we can talk a little bit about algorithm. I'm just not really that great at it. However, there are some tips that I learned when I first started YouTube, so that might.
It's such a mystery. They don't tell you anything because it's supposed to be a deep, dark secret.
Well, that, and you can kind of figure it out on your own too when you start posting videos about when your videos can be seen the most. And actually, if you go deep dive into your YouTube channel, you can actually see your analytics.
Yeah.
And in those analytics, they will tell you who you are streaming the most in. Like this afternoon when I went live, I must have hit that India section of the world because anybody from India or Indonesia was in my chat.
But they all love you. They all think you're beautiful. And you got 3 marriage proposals. Which
how about that?
I had to explain you were married already, but you did good. Yeah.
So, that will actually tell you the most about your numbers. And the analytics part is kind of hard. It's really hard to read that chart. It's hard to figure out. So don't feel bad if you're looking at it with question marks, how the heck, it's really hard to get hours too. So if you are trying to get hours for being monetized, it's super hard. And now it's completely different now from when I started 5 years ago. So that's what you can look at, that purple chart right there. I would do it,
and it tells you,
computer, but it would freeze.
yeah. And I'm not showing you my code at the top. It might show the top of my computer and show you how to get into my account, and I'm not going to do that. But my people are mostly on Thursdays from noon to 3. And then they're all on the computer Saturday from 1 to 5. So that if I was gonna schedule this at the peak times, I would pick those times.
Yeah. So that's something too. Also, it's really, really good when you first start a channel, it's really, really good to keep a pattern going. Once you keep a pattern going and you have that dedicated time, like for me, I haven't done that in a while because my life has changed. But if you release, for me, I would need to release videos every Tuesday and Thursday between 6 and 7. And then I had a whole schedule of when I was going to be live. And I posted that. And I posted that in my community tab to let people know. I also made sure that I announced it when I was live. Hey, I'm going to be live during this time. And then you'll slowly start to gain a following. And you'll slowly, get people, oh, well, Tuesday night at 8:30, Tammy's going to be on, and and a lot of times it really helps to is when you tag team with somebody that has a bigger channel if they want to help you, which I wouldn't see why they wouldn't want to help you, because really YouTube is all individual based. You cannot depend on somebody else for all of your subs, because that's not going to happen. And so what you really need to do is maybe find a bigger channel, or maybe another channel that wants to work with you. So say, for instance, they go live at 7 because that's more convenient for them. And then they can be like, hey, Tammy's going live at 8:30 right after me. And then that can also draw in an audience for you as well. And that's kind of what I had originally created with a lot of my friends at that time, is they had that opportunity to go live after me or before me to even get a little bit of an audience. And Gil and I kind of had done the same thing. Like, hey, Courtney's going on at 11, or I used to go on really late. And like, Courtney's going live at 12, and then I would get a following from his group as well that would come on over. So that's something that you should also think about when you are going live. So.
And like, I always go live with Gil on Mondays. I used to go live every Friday with Courtney at noon, and then our schedules changed and we haven't been able to do that. So now we're doing this Friday night thing. I always release my YouTube shorts at midnight, and I always release my videos at 9 a.m. because that's one of the times where across that whole analytic chart that I just showed you, my viewers are more here awake during my standard time, 9 to midnight.
Yeah.
So I always release my shorts before my long form videos if I'm going to do 2 in a day. Because
go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done talking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but I always do the shorts first, because once you do, the shorts will continue to be promoted because they've really been promoting shorts until recently. But your long form videos, as soon as you produce another video, they stop promoting the video that you've produced. So you always want to kind of do the short first and then the long form if you're doing 2 in a day. That's a little tip I learned to keep them growing and getting momentum and getting views. So what were you going to say, Courtney? Sorry.
Actually forgot. So we're good now.
Oh, sorry. Josh from Skinner Farms just came in on your side.
Oh, hey. Thanks for coming in.
Cousin Josh.
Cousin.
What was the other thing? There was something else we talked about that I was going to say, but I can't remember now. The new thing. And I learned this, you watch other YouTubers and they give you ideas. And somebody posted a recipe. It was Bushcraft Family. Posted a recipe on their community page. And I went, I'm a cooking channel. Why am I not posting recipes there? And so right now, and I've been doing this for over a year, but right now YouTube is really pushing community posts, and they're really putting them out there for people to see. So while they're really pushing it, that means you should be really doing it. So every day at 9 a.m., I have a new recipe that posts on my community tab. So that's something I do as a cooking channel.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Another thing I want to let you guys know is it really does help when you're first starting out to join some kind of group. I know I joined the 2 Family Homestead group that they have on Facebook, but I don't think that is any longer. I think it is a group, but I don't think they're accepting any more people. You can still chat in there and still talk, but I don't think it's ran. I don't know. I don't know who runs it, but that's something.
There is one that's small YouTubers. Yeah, that's a great point. There's one that's like small YouTubers.
Yeah, there's
homestead
one.
YouTubers.
Family Homestead is a smudges people. So that's also a group. But either way, if you can search online, and just be careful too, because there's a lot of YouTube groups out there and they're all Asian, they're all like scams. You just have to be really careful. That's one thing I really liked about the YouTube homesteader groups, is the fact that it was all like real people. Like there was nobody fake. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody computer fake. like an avatar or something.
No, no AI non-human. Yeah, no AI non-humans in the group. They're all human
Yeah.
beings of nefarious qualities up and down the scale, but they're still all people, real people, live.
So that is something to think about, because it really helps gain a sense of community. And, you know, when I first started out, I had no idea what I was doing. And so when I joined the Two Family Homestead group, it really freaking helps because, well, for one, Sherry was super nice. And like you felt comfortable asking her questions and she would answer them. Like, oh, you know, because I didn't really understand how to go live either. I thought I needed equipment. I thought I needed all this stuff, you know, and really no, you just had to have so many people and you could go live, and it was that. So there's just a lot of questions I had.
I started with my phone.
Ask. So you're definitely not fake. You're a real person there, Skinner Farms. Goofy. But so that's something to think about too. And by the way,
I don't know. He didn't show up for the meetup, so
yeah, that's true. He didn't, did he? So I don't know if he's real or not.
No, I didn't get to meet him. I don't know. Yeah.
So that's just something to think about too. I'm pretty open. I'm pretty nice, okay, but that has gotten me in trouble in the past. But I will answer any questions that you may have about anything. I'm pretty open to tell you my tricks. And you know, when I first started Wide Family Farm, I didn't start it to just like make some money. I didn't even think that it was even possible to make any money on YouTube. I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to make some friends because I had just had a baby and I was bored as hell. Before I had my son, I was working full time. So I just needed something extra to do. And so I thought YouTube would be great. I love to garden, so why not, right? So that's why I did that. And so I thought I would make friends that way. So, and I did. I ended up making a ton of friends and it was a lot of fun. You just have to weed out the bad people. And, you know, and so far the internet has been a blessing. It's been a lot of fun and I've actually made money. I mean, and you're not going to make a steady amount of money. I mean, I think one point in time I made $400 or $500 a month, which was really nice. And I think I only did that maybe a couple of times. So, and I've been doing this for like 5 years. So it's not something that you're going to make a ton of money at, but it's a lot of fun. If you hit it off,
I haven't made.
Good luck.
Yeah, I haven't made money at this really, considering what it takes to do my videos. I'm not breaking even, but again, I'm here more for the socialization. I get to teach what I love to people, and so that's really why I'm here.
And back to the algorithm part, it really is hard to figure that out, especially in the beginning. If you don't have a lot of content, it's just really hard to figure out. And, you know, so my suggestion is to go to your analytics. If you've been a channel for a while and you're still not doing it, go to your analytics, see what the popular times are that people are on, that your audience is on. Say, for instance, it's at 7 o'clock. Don't worry about anybody else. Worry about yourself. 7 o'clock, you are going to go live. If that's what your YouTube analytics is telling you, you need to do that because that is when your most popular audience is going to be available for you. And so you'll do that. And for me, I worked my butt off. A lot of people don't even know half of it. I was on till like 3 in the morning with Uncle Al trying to get hours. So I worked really hard, a lot of hours to do this so I could get monetized. Now it's completely different. So
You don't
you'll have
need
to
as
work
many.
on that. Huh?
You don't need as many anything. I don't think you need as many hours. I don't think you need as many subs as like we did.
You can do either or. So you can have short hours with shorts, or you can have regular YouTube hours. And I think whichever goal you hit first, and then it pulls you in. I think that's what we did for Grow Big. But it took us forever for Grow Big. I don't know why. It took us, we had the hours, they just wouldn't monetize us for some weird reason. So it was weird. Finally, after a couple days, we got it figured out.
And like talking about hours, like hours don't always count as hours. Like an hour of us being here does not necessarily equate into what the same amount of watch hours, depending on how many people we have. Like lives sometimes count more, especially when you're first starting out. It seemed like they counted my lives as double. I don't know why. More than they do now.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really important if you can to go live when you're first starting out a channel, because you get those watch hours faster
For sure.
than videos.
Yeah. I mean, with the algorithm, like I said, it's just consistency. You got to get in it, get consistent with your content, tell people, hey, Saturday is the busiest time where everybody's on the internet. So you're going to push your videos on Saturday at noon and see how that goes. And you just have to be consistent and keep pushing it. And hopefully you'll get a lot of views. And it really helps. I don't know how much it helps, but to tag your videos is really, it does help. You can find the right tags.
Yes.
Sometimes research your subject before you get a video started. So for instance, I don't know how to, I just did a video. I didn't just do it. I shortened it up, but we did a video on eggshells and how good they are for your garden. So you'll go online and you'll type in eggshells or calcium for your garden. You look at those videos and see what their titles were. Go in there and see who they tagged, who they did hashtags for, and maybe use some of those to help guide you in the right direction.
And I use the free version of TubeBuddy to do that.
Yes.
So just so you know, you don't have to pay to do that. That you can get that through TubeBuddy. The free version of TubeBuddy will allow you to look at what other videos have for their tags.
Yeah. And when you're first starting out, you really don't want to pay for anything, because you'll go into debt, and that is not how you run a business. Not really. You don't want to spend. No. You don't want to spend anything. Do it as it comes and figure that out. And once you get big, then get your PO box and then get all your stuff. But you don't want to spend a bunch of money right from the get-go. A lot of people do that. It'll fizzle out. You'll get a lot of subscribers, but you won't get any income because you don't have a base. You don't have a following.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Subscribers do not equal viewers. So you really want viewers. They talk about the number of subscribers, but I don't want a subscriber that subscribes, watches maybe one video or two, and then never comes back to my channel, but they're subscribed. I want viewers that watch my channel regularly. Viewers are what is important. And that's a big difference,
And I'm so grateful because every time that I went live this week, on my phone just from my car. I have gotten like 100 to 200 views on my little rants that I do in my car.
Yeah.
It's not really
What
showing
was it?
anybody anything,
200
but keeping me relevant.
208 yesterday.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, I'll take it. Those people from Indonesia and India really liked me.
Well, you did get several wedding proposals. And you had a really nice, your troll today was not so nice, but the troll yesterday was wonderful,
Yeah.
because he kept commenting in the comment section, and he wasn't really doing anything all that bad.
No.
I mean, he was annoying, but he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So I like that kind of troll. Comment some more.
Yeah, exactly. So that has actually been really good for me. So not gonna lie there.
I think that's something people worry about. First, they get kind of like scared or paranoid, and it's like, those comments help. Lurkers don't help. Those comments, they help.
Yeah.
So be sure if you're going into somebody else's video, the same thing goes in. Go in and comment. Let them know you're there. Hi Penny.
Hello, Penny.
We got more people in here. But yeah, always go in, always make sure that you're doing it, because that's what you want them to do for you. And if you go in and I think the other thing I learned really on was to try to learn people's names. So when I go in, I don't say hi Wide Family Farm. I say hi Courtney, hi Dustin. I try to call people by their name, and that creates a connection with them. And I think that's something else you can do when you're new, is try to learn people's names, and that will help you go farther too.
Well, I am like super goofy, so I'll make a nickname for somebody. Like Skinner. Like, I don't call him Skinner Farms. I'm like, call him Skinner or Cousin or, something like that. And I'm horrible at reading people. Like Mad Chick Acres, for instance. I would never say, hey, Mad Chick Acres. I'd be like, hey, Mad Chick. I do that because that's me. I'm personalizing it. That's who I am. I call Tammy Rebel all the time. I don't say, hey, Rebel Canners. Like,
yep.
I'm like, hey, Rebel, and so it creates a connection with people, and I'm goofy like that. So a lot of times I don't even use the person's channel name. A lot of people, like, I'm Corky. I changed it to Corky the Garden Slayer. A lot of people don't even call me that. They just call me Corky. So that's okay. That's okay. Works out that way.
We'll reconnect with you, Josh. We'll figure out. I'm sure. Is your phone number the same? Because if your number's the same, I think Courtney has it. But we'll figure it out. There we go.
And yeah, so then what else? I can't think of anything else right now. Though, however, you can always, like, if you have us, like, I have the Wide Family Farm group, or if you're in Rebel Canners group or whatever, and you want to ask Tammy or I any questions, you can always do so. Or if you even have us on Facebook, you can message us. Also, anyone can message me on Facebook, even if I'm not a friend. I will check my spam. It may not be like ASAP, but I'll check my spam to see if anybody is messaging me from the outside. From the outside. So if you have any questions, you can do that as well.
Yeah. Facebook is the best way to get a hold of me. That's my Facebook group. So you can go ahead and get a hold of me there. Or I'm rebelcanners@gmail.com. So either way.
What else? I don't know. Like, if you have any questions about anything, let us know. And also, like,
Yeah.
there was lots of things that I had did when I first set up because I was so lucky to have someone help me. And I also got burned really bad when I first started, but I also had somebody, which was a blessing, help me with my channel and make it my own, like the Poop Troop. That's like that's me, that's goofy. I made it my own and I ran with it. And Viper sure as heck helped me with a lot of stuff, a lot of computer stuff. So I really, really appreciate that. That was like a big help for me. So I try to always give back as much as I can and share my knowledge with YouTube and with other things. You know, there was so much stuff that I didn't know, and one of them was how to make your background. How do you make your icon thing? And you know, how do you know look at your videos and how do you edit a video? Like, well, I kind of knew that, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
just little things like that. If you have someone helping you, it really helps. It really helps you out.
Yeah.
And to gain more knowledge. So.
And like, and like some of these analytics, I thought, oh, this is horrible. I've only got like I can't remember what it was, like something. I can't remember which one it was. Let me get. And then I watched Doug Hewitt. Hewson. He is a moderator for Nick Nimmin. And he is at the same exact level that I'm at. He just reached 12K. I am 25 people away from 12K. And he did a video and he said that his number was the same as mine. It was really good. And I'm like, but it's 1 out of 4. How is 1 out of 4 really good? But apparently it's really good. And he gets to talk to all the YouTube and I don't. So at that point, I'm like, oh, well, then my number is good because my number is the same as your number. And okay, then I'm good. We're at the same point. We're at the same level. This is really good. So, but I really thought I was bad till he told me that was a great number. And I'm like, oh, you know, when it's on a scale of 1 to 5 and you're a 1, you don't think that 1 is a good number, but apparently it is. So, and remember, not very many channels make it to even get monetized. So if you can make it to get monetized, you are doing good. And don't get discouraged. I think a lot of people get discouraged way too soon because we don't know. We don't know what the algorithm is. And so you just get discouraged trying to figure it out. Don't get discouraged. You really can do this. If this old lady can start a cooking channel and do it, you can do it.
And
I'm not
my
tech
videos savvy. And my I have deleted them since then, but my original videos on YouTube were horrible. Were absolutely horrible. But that's how you learn. That's how you learn how to edit a great video. Is by doing some really, really bad ones.
And the other thing I learned that I would never have thought to do, and I'm working on this a little bit, is your old videos are called your library. And people are always watching all of your content, not just your new content. So when you have...
Hold on, I got a troll.
You have, whoops, no, I don't want to... Yeah, I see that. Okay. I can't... Only you can delete it. Sorry.
It was on my channel.
When I have... Okay, that's all right. I couldn't do it because it's from here. Totally lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh my goodness. But don't, I guess before, I know I was talking about before that was don't get discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
you know, because you'll get there. You know,
It's
your library.
really
That's what I was
easy
talking
to-
about. So all
Yeah,
of your old
it's really
videos are your
easy.
library. Well,
To just give up.
Yep.
It's so easy to give up, believe me.
and some of my old videos still get.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of my old videos earn money every month. So I'm not going to delete those. People are still watching those old videos. But what I learned was you take the ones that are doing the best, and when you build your skills and your editing skills, remake that video if it's possible. With my cooking ones, it's very possible to remake a video with your new higher skills, and you'll get a whole bunch more video views again because it's a brand new video. You can't recycle your old video in it.
Yeah.
Make a whole new one, and you'll get, you'll build your library and you'll build your quality at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're what Tammy said. Perfect. Don't get discouraged. Believe me, there were so many nights that I was so discouraged and so angry because I wanted that $1,000. I wanted that 1,000 sub goal that I had at that time. And I worked so hard. Oh God, I swear sometimes I was online 24 hours a day, like doing stupid stuff. But then I had some really awesome people help me in the end. So I got that 1,000 subscribers. There's one of them right there, the Tinker's wife. I think I had her on, like, in my early days, we were online together all the time. So we just, I just worked really hard for that, guys. I can't even describe it. Dealing with trolls, dealing with people trying to break into my computer. I think I've dealt with it all. So hello, CR. Thanks for coming in.
Your fellow came back.
Again? Saying the same thing?
Yeah, how'd he come back in? Oh, he's got more than one.
Oh, so he's the Gixmo 2. That's nice.
He's a professional troll. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We discussed this on video 1 in this series of YouTube etiquette. Go back and check out that video if you haven't seen it. Hey, Myra Page, welcome in. Thank you. She came in on
Myra.
your side, Courtney.
My friend from all the way from South Africa. Thank you for coming in.
Yes. We talked about joining a community that is very like-minded, like, homesteading or gardening. If you're in that, I'm sort of out there by myself. In my community is myself, and then I've built people that garden and people that prep, and brought them in and made my own community because there is no real cooking community. But I started out in another community that were all fans of a big YouTube channel. And that helped me out a lot. I'm no longer a follower of that channel, so I don't watch it. But I did get into a couple homesteading groups because of it, and it did help a lot. So, look for that kind of community. So,
yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, CR. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, CR.
But
build your community.
It's tough. It's tough, guys. It's tough all around. Just set goals for yourself. Also, if you even go live once a week, you're still going to reach your goals. So,
yeah. And, again, build your library. Sometimes, like, some of the stupidest videos I've done are my most popular, the most views.
Yes, and I don't get it. I've done some really stupid videos, and it got thousands of views, and I'm like, why?
Last year, I set a goal for myself to make a video every day. Post a video every day, whether it was a short or a long form video. Post a video every day. I wanted to get to the next benchmark, and so I started doing that. And so I did some of the stupidest videos ever.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those are my biggest videos. And I thought this topic is really
I have
stupid.
not seen all of your videos. I have not seen all of them.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, here's what it takes. I'll tell you my analytics here for a second. Here's what it takes to get to 12K. Remember, I'm 25 away, so I'm not there yet. But not counting lives, I'll look on TubeBuddy here. Not counting lives, right now I have 1,500 videos. And that doesn't count my lives. Because for some reason, this TubeBuddy milestone thing never counts lives as a video. So. Hey, Dave Knight. We know you're not a troll. We love you. Thank you for coming in.
Grandma Karen,
He's in on your,
definitely not a troll.
your side.
Hi, Grandma Karen.
Hi, Grandma Karen. Grandma Karen is awesome.
Yes, she is.
She comes from a very awesome community, a larger channel that I started following and watching a lot of their videos. And so that's how I met Grandma Karen. And then she was, I had heard of her before I met her, and then she was in Courtney's live, and I'm like, wait, is that the same person?
Well, okay, I follow her. I followed the family. I don't know if I should. I don't know. But anyway, I had been watching them for years, and in fact, one time they were on Two Family Homestead, and I was so excited because I got to call in.
Yes, I watched that episode.
Yes, and I was like, yes, yeah, I was so excited. Anyway, I didn't put two and two together. I had no idea who Grandma Karen was. To tell you the truth, I am kind of an airhead, so I had no idea. Then
I'd seen her as a wrench. I'd seen her as a wrench in there, and has the same icon. And so I'm like, is that? Because sometimes, you know, yeah, we really miss Two Family Homestead, and that's sort of why we're doing this. We want to give back like they did, and hopefully, just by talking about our experiences, it helps somebody who's starting out. We can't be Two Family Homestead, but we can be our own version of that and help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recognize the icon, but then there's so many times I've been fooled by people who have pretended to be other people with using the same icon they copied. And then I'm like, wait a minute, she is, yes. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Grandma Karen is such fun support. She even follows me to my music channel and was listening, singing over there. So she's great support.
You need to do that some more.
Yeah, I do. I need to do a lot. That's my goal this year. I'm like, I want to do a lot more things. I have set aside some goals books I want to read, and I just ordered some stuff to do some really, really cool painting. So I'm really excited.
Ooh.
Like texture.
Are you gonna do more chickens?
Yes. I'm gonna do more chickens, but I ordered this paste stuff.
Oh.
And I'm going to make things more textured. So I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out. We'll see. But I'm excited because I ordered it and it's being sent to the house here. Don't worry, Skinner. If you're talking about that guy, I've already blocked him from the channel twice on both of their channels, the 1 and the 2.
Do you still have your Etsy, Quirky?
No, I got rid of it. Well, the thing is, okay, I went through a phase where I didn't know if I wanted to do to YouTube anymore. I think everybody goes through those phases, but I didn't know if I wanted to do anymore, so I got rid of a lot of things. I still have my Redbubble account with all my t-shirts and all of that stuff, but Etsy, not so much. But Grandma Karen, if you really want a chicken painting, I think I have you on Facebook, so I can just like send you some stuff, like pictures if you want one, and then I'll just send them to you, give them to you, because I don't really consider myself like a renowned artist or anything. It's just something fun that I like to do. So
You
but,
are definitely really good. You are definitely a really good artist. So do not
Thank
sell
you.
yourself short.
But yeah, so if you like some of my goofy, I have
Courtney has a lot of talents.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't made money at any of them. Not really. So, but it's just something fun. Do I paint bears?
Courtney, Grammy Karen wants to know if you paint bears.
I can. I can. It has, if I see something that I like in something, that I could probably recreate it. If it's like a cartoon bear, I can more than likely do it. So you remember the turkey? Yeah, you liked my coloring of my turkey. Yeah. I love art because it's relaxing and it really keeps my mind off of things and keeps my anxiety away and everything else. So I just love to do art stuff. So but I've seen some really cool texture paintings lately, so I'm really excited to see how that's going to work out. Like, see. It's a lot of fun.
Are you going to do them on the slates like you did before, or is this what medium are you using to paint them on?
I would love to send Grammy Karen an artwork on slate, but sending slate through the mail, I wouldn't want it to break. I don't really trust the post office.
You've heard my horror stories about the post office.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I've had horror stories too before. Like, I thought something wasn't going to be sent to me at all. Like, I thought I lost it. There was like a $70 insurance policy on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it took 3 months to get to me from Oklahoma. Like, okay, sure. But I've had some nightmares too. I'm not singing right now, but maybe next time. You'll have to check out my music one, and you'll get all me singing. I'm not an excellent singer either. I just like to do it because it's fun. But
you are really good. Do not.
Thanks.
Yeah, you are good.
It's just something I really like to do, and it's relaxing and relieves stress. Thanks, CR. I get embarrassed really easy, so if I'm like 5 shades of red right now, like, that's why.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to embarrass you.
It's okay.
I'm just being honest.
Oh, sorry.
So we kind of talked on it, but I'm going to say it again. Build your library. Make videos. People can't watch what you don't make and put up online. They just can't. You have to build a library. So when you're starting out, make videos. And another thing that I learned that is really helpful, we might do this on a video, how to do videos thing, is batch filming. So I might make 3 or 4 videos about lemons, and then I schedule them out. So I batch film them all in one day, and then I schedule them out. And until I did batch filming, and that was one of the things I learned when I was trying to post something every day, is, this concept of batch filming, where you just kind of assembly line process your filming, and then you have things, you don't have to post it the minute you make it. It doesn't do you any good to post multiple videos on the same day.
Right.
Unless it's the short and the long.
A day.
It does you no good, because they will only push out the last one. So if you post 3 videos in the same day, they're only going to push out the last video you post to your viewers. Nobody will see the other 2 you posted in that same day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I when I was doing this, I was like, okay, if I do X number of videos, I'll hit my mark, so I'll get the $100 because you don't get paid out till $100. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, if I did 3 videos in a day, every day, I would hit my dollar mark. No, because that one in the middle never gets viewed.
Yeah.
Never gets viewed.
Yeah, if you did 1 video a day and then you did a short, you would get both. You cannot do like 3 videos in a day and then 3 shorts. I have played around with it a lot. So you could do 1 video and a short and see where that gets you. Shorts sometimes get picked up faster than videos. So, because people just scroll right through. So that's something to think about too. But you just have to stay consistent. There's really no rhyme or reason sometimes to it. And you can, get picked up on things. I mean, I know people that have gotten picked up on things and they got 10,000 subscribers overnight. Like, it was crazy. So,
yeah.
How that happened, I don't know. But it did.
And the other advice I have is if it's something that you love, if it's something that you love or you find really interesting, there is somebody else out there that really likes that and really finds it interesting too. So post it. Make a video about it. Don't be afraid to make a video about the things that you're passionate about or that you really like, because other people are going to like those things too. Right. That's human nature.
And you know what's really funny is, okay, my son loves to watch, like, he doesn't really follow, but he watches this one kid who has nothing but garbage trucks. So if you are really into garbage trucks, there is a platform for you as well. So it's not, you can make a hobby out of anything and put it out there. Anybody's going to watch.
One of Justin Rhodes, and I'm going to name his name, one of Justin Rhodes' biggest viewed videos is the one where he did all the construction and farm equipment. And he just did it for his 3-year-old to watch. And it was all farm trucks and loaders and tractors. And it's one of his most watched videos. And he's a homesteading channel. So, hey, Sandy, thanks for coming in. Hi, Diana, too. Thanks for coming in. And Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man.
What's up, Marshmallow Man?
Welcome.
I think there is, Chef Tech. I said, be nice or my wrenches will smite you.
Probably.
And they will.
This is true. Instead of whack-a-mole, they're playing whack-a-troll.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, do you have the link to your music channel for it?
I think so. Give me a second and I'll get it.
We'll get it for you.
I actually even forget what it was called.
Well, thanks for coming over. That was really nice of Gil to give us a shout out when the announcement hit. We're still kind of working on this Friday night timing. It all depends on when Fred goes to sleep.
Yeah, I just put him to bed, so here's the link, y'all. And I only have 60 subscribers over there. It's not like, but if you like music or whatever, you can go over there and hang out.
I have been working on my t-shirt. I did a t-shirt thing and I linked it. And then now when I try to link them in, they're not linking. So I got to get back on that site. But Maybe I will do a T-shirt about Whack-A-Troll. Hottest game on YouTube. I like that. I like that. May I borrow that? I'll see what I can do with that.
Congrats, Chef Tech, on your 60 subs as well.
Whoop whoop. Now post some videos, and when Gil shares time with you, go live with him. Post to your channel. We'll get Mark there. Mark is our target audience. He's a new channel. And if you haven't subscribed, go over and subscribe. He's got 2 channels, Mad Chick Acres and Chef Tech 86. And you can drop your links, Mark. In fact, anybody who has a wrench can drop links for any of the channels in here that are not trolls.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else that I have done that has been like super successful that I thought was successful. I used to think that I had to follow like all these channels around. I don't quite do that anymore. It's nice to have a group of people that you trust and can go to their channel. But I don't quite do that anymore. And you can do many things. You can Google advertise on your channel as well, but it costs money. And that will get you right on the front page of Google. So
you told me that. I did not know that was possible until you said that last week.
Yeah.
I did not know you could do that.
They want you to put $100 to $200 on that Google advertisement, but you can put $5 on it and it will get you somewhere. So, hey, Rudy.
Well, hello, Rudy. Gil came in too. He's number 9. Thank you, Gil.
Thanks for coming in.
I think between the two of us, we have it set. I showing 15, so
we have it.
I'm showing 15 with one thumbs up.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Burst drive you mad. So when you get close to a benchmark, be aware that YouTube will slow down all of your numbers across the board. I don't know why. It just seems like it. And then once you pass that benchmark, you get it all back. So like I was averaging like 10 subs a day, adding in, give or take, some come, some go. And now that I'm really close to the 12K, did I mention I'm only 25 away?
That's so tough.
But now that I'm really close to that 12K, I'm lucky I get 1 sub, and it's been that way for 2 weeks. I'm just like, oh, please hurry up and get past the benchmark so I can stop looking at it. And I don't even know what the benchmark is after this one.
I'll tell you the worst thing.
And I don't get anything special for this one.
The worst thing that happened to me is I hit 1,200 subscribers. Okay. And I was so excited. It was when I first got monetized. I was so excited. I had my subscribers, and then all of a sudden, all 200 of those subscribers completely disappeared. YouTube took them all away from me, and I was back down to 1,000. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I'm not going to be monetized anymore. I was so upset. But that's what YouTube does. They will unsubscribe you. And I always tell people, if you really like people and you really like their channels, go to their channels and make sure that you are still like subscribed, still have their bell rang for notifications, because YouTube, if you do not watch them all the time, YouTube will never show you their notifications. I just checked my subscription and was unsubscribed. Oh, hey, Blue. Thanks for coming
Thank you, Grammy. See? And I know Grammy Karen has been my sub sub. So they should not be taking them away, but I'm close to that benchmark. So, but thank you, Grammy Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Lou. Hi.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. And it can be,
Yeah.
yeah, Blue is the pineapple lady. But it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to somebody that's new, that's just starting out, and then they lose. Like for me, I was right around 800, and then I would lose. I would lose so many subs. And I'm like, man, that's so frustrating. I'm like, I worked really hard for those subs. Like, why are they taking them away? But it's just a little game that YouTube plays. Because think about it. If you owned YouTube, do you want to pay people? No. You don't want to pay people out. You don't want to pay them, so you're going to take their subs away from them.
They really weed out the people that aren't like, I am going to do this or die. And I had a very, oops, I got to get back up here to light this up. I was in Nick Nimmons live, and one of the guys that comes in and is on his show, what they were doing like channel reviews, and you could ask a question, and they asked my question, but they asked it after I was in like a 20-minute delay, because for whatever reason I answered my phone or did something, and so when I got back into YouTube I was delayed and I didn't see that they had answered my question or whatever, and they answered at the very last question of that day, and basically he said, you should just quit. And he really pissed me off when he said that. And to this day, every time I hit a benchmark, I'm like, boy, I'd really like to tell him that I'm hitting this benchmark. I wish I could tell him. I just like, so I'll go into Nick's live, and he's in there in the comment, and I'll be like, I'm at 12K. I will not say his name because I'm not trying to bash him, but I'm like, you literally, just by telling me not to do it, he motivated me to prove him wrong.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I felt too. When I got really, how do you say it? I in the beginning when I got, I don't want to say screwed over because that really wasn't the case, but when someone ghosted me in the very beginning, I was so upset, but it was also my driving force to keep going, just because I felt like I had something to prove. It was a driving force. When I first started, though, I had no intentions on becoming monetized or anything like that. And so then I met this specific person, and they pushed me. They pushed me to do it. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do this. And then they left me high and dry, and I still pushed myself. I still pushed myself to keep going. And I did have a lot of help, actually, more help than what I thought. So I was doing rather well, and I was very happy. So in 4 months, I had my subscribers and I was monetized. So did pretty well. Hi, Tammy.
Yeah.
Do you know that person?
Thank you, Grammy Karen.
Oh.
Yes. She's been in a lot of, and we have the same name, so we're in a lot of the same groups together.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, she's good. She's a good person. Yep. And a real person, not an AI person. So, but yeah, sometimes it's the stumbling blocks that make us who we are, and if this person had not told me that I shouldn't think about getting monetized, if only thing I was thinking about was getting monetized, because I asked a question about monetization because it was really new and I hadn't quite reached it yet, and I just wanted to know how it worked. And they're big channels, they should be telling us how it worked. And he was like, You know, if you're I won't say my age, but I had said my age in this question. If you're that old, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, don't do it. Yeah, go get a real job. He said, go get a real job. I'm like, dude, you don't know my life circumstances. You don't know what's going on in real life.
That's kind of rude to say.
That was kind of a shitty comment. That was really, and it was like, I'm not like trying to do this to make a lot of money. That wasn't the purpose of my question, but I wasn't there to defend myself because my audio and video was so delayed in the live. And so now I just like every time I make a benchmark, I make sure I post on Nick Nimmin and tag that dude because he's in there and I'm there. So
yeah. Well,
yes,
Grammy Kern's an
thank
awesome
you,
person.
Steve.
Yes, and Tammy, I mean, she's 29.
Again this year. Yes, this you can't learn to get better if you don't make videos to learn with. You can't learn your editing skill if you don't make a video to edit. You can't learn your taping skills if you don't make a video to tape. You can't learn how to dub your audio if you don't make mistakes and make in a video.
Yeah.
Because none of us are making these videos in one take. It doesn't work that way, myself. No matter how hard.
Oh, so much. Okay, so I love Terry King. Okay, Terry King, allotment gardening. Freaking love him. My husband watches him every day. I watch him a lot. Like, he is, to me, in my mind's eye, the best gardener ever. Okay, so I've made videos before and they were horrible, and Terry King would be on there like, hey Courtney, I'm like, oh my god, you just watched the crappiest video. Oh my god, I would be so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Terry King, don't judge me. Okay, those videos were horrible. But thank you.
No, that's how we learn.
I was so embarrassed.
But that's how you learned. And just by him being in there and commenting on your videos, he gave you encouragement. And I think that makes him a great person.
Yeah.
I no longer watch the large video. I'm still subscribed to a lot of large channels. I no longer watch the large channels. If I want to find something to watch, I go into, oh my gosh, what's Kevin's channel? Oh, what is it? He was just live a little while ago too. I go in and he's from the guy from Canada, Kevin.
I don't know who it is.
I can't think of his channel name. Oh my goodness. He'll be in here in like 2 minutes because he comes in. I go over to his channel and I pick out a young small channel that's trying to get subs that's in there saying, hey, I'll exchange playlists. Because you can't, you don't ever say you're there's rules about what you can do in chats. Yeah. Or they will take away your subs. So I go into there and I find a channel that needs somebody to watch, and I watch their playlists for them. Because they need it.
Yeah.
And some of these really super big people that I no longer watch, the critters, don't need the views. They've got there. They're there. They made it. And so I watch people that need it. And that's just what I do. And now it's going to drive me crazy, but I can't think of his.
I can't think of. I don't know who they are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore about anything. Yeah. I'll try and help whoever needs help and do it that way. And the bigger channels, I still watch some of the bigger channels. But for the most part, I'm like YouTubed. I have been YouTubed out for a while, so I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. But Grow Big TV's doing good. I'm doing good. Tammy's doing good. Everybody's doing good so far.
Oh, sorry, my niece just sent me a thing here.
CR want to know Blue still eats pineapple. Do you use an editing program? Okay, this is where I love Apple. Okay, Apple comes with the editing program. iMovie is
Yes.
probably one of the best editing programs out there. Comes along with your Mac computer. If you don't have Mac, you might want to look into something else like CapCut or something like that, or pay for an editing program. Sometimes your phone can kind of do edits, but yeah, I love Mac, and my phone links up with my computer, and everything does really awesome that way. And I think most YouTubers, serious YouTubers, I know Justin Rhodes, they use Mac. So um,
Yeah. Yeah, CapCut free is less now. Canva, you can do some video editing on Canva. I use iMovie on my phone. I do all my editing on my iPhone. Um, it's what I learned on. That's what I know. Um, and that's how I started, and that's how I do it. It's probably not the best way, but it's what I'm used to.
yeah, I
But it
know.
makes it very hard when I do GoPro. I can't edit.
Yeah, I know Apple products are extremely expensive. If you have an iPhone, you can do all editing on there. I just went up to 500 gigs on my new phone, so I have a lot of gig space. Um, Mac computer is really awesome. They're saying Canva is what Grammy Karen's son uses. Um, Canva is really good too. I forgot about Canva. You can do a lot of things on there, not just video editing, but you can do
Yeah.
like your thumbnails, and you can do t-shirts. There's all different kinds of things you can do with Canva.
Yeah, and they will format it for all the different formats. So if you're doing more than one platform, they will format it. If you pay for like the and it's not very much. It's like $20 a month for the Pro,
Mm-hmm.
I think, which isn't very much. I've had Pro. Right now I don't have it, but it will change it. You just put in your ID and it will change it so it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all to their specifications. And then
Yeah,
you've got,
I always got, like, when I first started doing
and
this, I got
Canva
it
is
in
what
my
I
head.
use to do my background.
I got it in my head I was going to get Pro Tools because that's what I was trained on when I did video editing. And I worked with Pro Tools, and I did it on a Mac computer. And I thought, but Pro Tools is like $500. So good luck with that. That is like unreal. So if you're looking for cheap editing stuff, there's some really nice cheap editing equipment and tools and stuff like that out there. You have to just search for it and find out what is user friendly for you. Yep. Learn with free before spending.
And this
True
is good
that.
advice from CR. Learn. Yeah. Yes, I miss Movie Maker too because I did a ton of stuff with Movie Maker.
Yeah, it's Hard Taker's wife. Especially if you have a Windows operating system. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. I never got on this computer. I've had this computer since 2015. No, no. When did we buy this computer? I've had this computer for a long time. Um, and I never used this computer. This was only strictly for bills. It's a 2 terabyte computer. And I was like, well, I might as well use it. And Viper knew how to use Mac. He taught me how to slide things, how to move things.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much like an iPhone. So I had to basically reteach myself because I was so used to Windows and it was so frustrating. But once you learn, it's like, whew, it's really easy.
All right, good question here. from Grammy Karen to Patty, the Tinker's wife, will you start doing more videos soon? I hope so too. I
Yep.
miss you.
And I hope that we like get a good following just doing this, and then we can grow a community from this as well. This is just basically for community.
Yeah.
We want to be able to teach people and stuff like that, and get people back together again, because you know, Two Family Homestead, they really would bring people together.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I think we've pretty much covered it. We've went an hour and 10 minutes. Are you going to go live after this, Courtney?
Let's see, 9:30. Yeah, I probably
On your
can.
channel?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some hours
Yeah.
and get my stuff out there again.
You don't have to. I was just asking.
Mother Earth Garden Club. Hello.
Well,
I'm
Sandy,
not
we're hoping to
educated.
do.
Sorry.
Sandy is Mother Earth Garden Club. We will be doing this series on Friday nights, and we're going to kind of try. The time may change a little bit. It's all dependent on when Fred goes to bed and how well he sleeps. So we will just kind of keep doing these. And if anybody has any suggestions, send them to rebelcanners@yahoo.com, and we'll try to cover some topics. We're just going through the things that we wish we had known when we first started out. So we did one last Friday night, and tonight, or not last Friday night, might be
The
couple
last,
Fridays
yeah.
ago. And then tonight. And
Yeah. The third Friday of the month, we won't be
we didn't do
going live,
Valentine's
but
Day.
we'll do a video, because I got my husband's home and I can't go live when he's here. So I'll be.
So we'll try to do a premiere, and maybe we'll do something where we record something with a guest and then show it as a premiere on that third Friday. It's sort of our plan right now, but we'll try to figure it out. Yes. Yeah. So, all right. So we all need to band together and help Patty get better bandwidth and better internet, because we miss her. And I'm sorry that you've moved, but I'm glad that you're somewhere now where you're happy to.
Yeah.
Number 10 cans of imported tomato sauce. Well, videotape it then, Mark. Recanning tomato sauce. It sounds like a great video to me.
Also, just check our community
Right.
tabs too. I'll let you know. We'll both let you know. Hey, we're
Yep.
on live. This is what's going on. My community tab is the one way I connect to my people. I connect to my poop troopers.
And I'm terrible about posting that kind of stuff on my community tab unless it's like way out there. I need that, I need to get better at that. So, all right, well, you ready to wrap it up then?
Here, I want to ask if anybody has any questions regarding anything that we had discussed here tonight. Just make sure that you develop some kind of pattern of your own to get out there, that you keep pushing the videos, keep pushing the content, and people come to you. So, holy smokes. Thank you, Grammy Karen.
Wow.
You're such a
Grammy
sweetie.
Karen gave Courtney awesome. That is so nice.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's weird. I've never done that before. This is the first time I've had like you could do like a little heart on the side. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's
I had no idea you could do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it came up as hearts. I see it on the thing for me here too. So I
Yeah,
can see your
I've never
hearts you
seen
gave
it
her.
before. That's cool. Thank you so much, Grandma Karen. You're such a sweetheart. Schedule and set up a pace. Yes, that's right, CR. That's really good. Set up a pace too, so you don't get worn out. You don't want to get worn out from doing this, because then once you reach your goal, you're gonna be like, "Well, I reached 1,000," and believe me, I've seen so many people do that, reach 1,000, and they're like, "Okay, I'm done." Like they're done; they can't do it anymore. So thank you, Graham and Karen. That was super nice
Yeah.
of you. I really appreciate it.
And it's okay to take a break if you get burned out. Like
Yeah.
if you get burned out, it's okay to take a break. You know, I mean, you might slide back a little bit, but you're not going to lose everything. And you know, sometimes when you come back, you're even better because you're well rested and you really know what you want to do. So don't be afraid to take a break when you need it.
Patty, that'll be a good place to start for you, is showing people how you do your landscape design. That is something
Yeah.
I'm really into. I love that. I love design. I think it's so cool. And so I think that would be really good for you. Oh,
And she has some great gardens. Like I wish I could garden and make my garden look like Patty makes her garden look. I you know, I just can't. No, Courtney is the gardener in the group. I am I call myself a lazy gardener. I'm a permaculturist. I plant things once and eat forever. I don't want to keep planting them year after year after year. I plant perennials. So it's a gardening, but it's a gardening on a whole different style. Do you want to talk about your garden, Courtney?
sure. I have a little over 1,000 square feet of raised garden bed space that I've created throughout the years. Um, and, you know, I don't know, I love to garden. So I've just felt like, even though I felt like I hadn't been successful in some years, I feel like I have been successful as like learning. I've learned so much throughout the years in gardening, and how to feed my soil and stuff like that. So um, I don't know, Tammy, you've seen my garden. What can you describe my garden for me?
Courtney's garden is beautiful. She raises most of her food in raised beds. She uses all organic materials and natural stuff, and her roses are just to die for. They're absolutely beautiful. Her herbs are just overflowing and spilling out of every garden bed and every crack and cranny and every little container that she can shove them in. And like every gardener, when you go and visit Courtney's house, you always come home with a whole bunch of baby plants to take home and try. And some of them have survived that, and some of them have not survived the drive back to Michigan.
Oh no.
And then if the garden and the birds in the garden and the bugs and all of the things in the garden weren't enough, the background is all of her chickens.
Yep.
And they're always like TV. You can just take a drink and you go out in the back patio there and you sit down in a lawn chair and they've got a fire ring and you can just love the show with all the chickens and the turkeys. And there's her garden is very active and things going on. And you have the Muscovy ducks in there the first time I was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Spike.
I forgot about that.
I will never forget Spike, her lovely duck that we chased forever. And then on the side going towards the front, she has a little permaculture garden that she's doing now. That's a baby permaculture. So, you know, there's a lot that she can teach you, and you can learn from her garden. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful where she lives. I absolutely love it.
Sorry, I bought a new chicken pillow for my chair, and I heard my dog in there rooting around, and I'm like, my chicken pillow. So I had to
No, do not eat the chicken pillow.
I was like gonna be very mad.
Ellie has been photobombing us, and she's just been laying there being really good. But she's in the doorway photobombing. At one time, I thought Fred was back there, and I'm about to say something, and then I realized it was Ellie's head.
You know what? Lemon balm is a wonderful weed to actually have, and it has a lot of antiviral properties and a lot of good things going on in there. I have, like Tammy said, my garden's really large, but I have a small like food forest on the side, and I'm really trying to get things to grow in there. I really am, but sometimes they don't. But you know, it is what it is. But I did have a lot of free-ranging chickens that thought it was so cool to go in there and dig up things, and so I won't have that this year because we're keeping them contained. So hopefully I'll get a lot more things to grow over in my food forest. But I love lemon balm. I think it smells amazing. But the antiviral properties in it are fantastic.
Yeah. So.
And
then Courtney and I are going to be at the Food Independent Summit in June again this year. So that'll be exciting.
I'm excited to do it. And I'm excited to just be with Tammy. It's so much fun. I get to hang out with one of my best friends, and she gets paid. I get to hang out and you get paid? What? It's fabulous. It's a great time, and there's a lot of good people and good food, and you know.
Joel is going to be there again, I just saw.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Which I didn't think he was going to be there because he has another engagement like that weekend in another state. And I'm like, oh my goodness, he's not going to be there because he's scheduled this other place. And then I saw him posted. So yes, nice. I'm excited.
I wonder who else they're going to have.
Wait a second. I will tell you.
I haven't seen anything else. That's exciting.
Mark, it's the 18th and 19th of June.
Okay, I'm putting that in my phone too.
I will be in Ohio the 16th through the 20th. Well, I'll probably be driving home the 20th, so don't really count the 20th, but I will be there from the 16th on. Yes, Joe Salatin. I saw they if you Seed to Spoon Food Independent Summit, and if you look it up, they are now announcing their speakers.
Yeah, I've got to. Me and Joel,
yes, that is so exciting.
We have rubbed elbows. I have talked to him. I have got his autograph. Now it's 3 years in a row. We're buddies. But yeah, he's so cool, and he's so nice. So nice. He's probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Like, so lots of fun.
And like totally real.
Yeah.
You know, when he says he's a Christian libertarian, he really is. And I'm like, I think that's the only other one I've ever met. Like someone like me. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then there is a doctor coming from, the keynote speaker is the doctor in Germany that has a cure for Lyme's disease.
Okay.
So he's going to be the keynote speaker. So that's pretty cool. That is really cool. So.
That is really cool.
And that treatment isn't available in the United States. So
it should be, because that's where Lyme's disease is probably most prevalent. That's for another chat.
None of this
right?
forum.
Oh, you're gonna love this. Hopefully, they do another.
He's a hop, skip, and away.
Do you think they're gonna do a hotel, or they're gonna do another Airbnb?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can talk to John. I've got to ask him about another question. and see if maybe we can get the B&B again.
Yeah,
If
that'd
that
be
would
really cool.
be possible.
It is at a campground, so you may be able to stay
Yeah,
there.
it's right at a campground. Yeah, it's at a campground.
It's called the Food Independence Summit, Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of
It's-
fun, and you get to hang out with
I'll
people.
put-
Like, one year we were hobnobbing with Justin Rhodes and his wife Rebecca. So, and the year before we got to hang out with Rory Feek, which Tammy about passed out, didn't you, Tammy?
He's married though. I'm a little disappointed.
But yeah, we've had a
That was so funny though, because I told Becca before we ever got into Ohio, I said Rory Feek is going to be there, and she's like, Rory Feek, he's not on the list. I'm like, no, Rory Feek is going to be there. I just know it because like all his friends were there, so
yeah.
I'm like, I know he's going to be there, and so he came as a guest. He just came as a tourist the first year, and then the second year he came back and he sang. So we've actually got to meet him and talk to him, and I may never wash this shoulder again, get hugged by him. And sorry, I really like songwriters. It's not a singer thing. I really like songwriters. And so, and he's just like the overwhelming
He's
sense of
unbelievably calm.
his
Like,
aura. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
His aura of total peace. Like I have met very few people that have that aura, and he has it in a way that like you can get 20 feet from him and not even be looking or talking or like near him yet, and you just feel his presence, and it's one of complete and total peace. I can't. It's an empath thing. It's like, oh wow, you know.
Yeah, his presence is it's very great presence, but it's so peaceful. Like he's just really calm and like even
so friendly and
yeah.
down to earth. He had no idea who we were when we were like trying to get up close. Well, I'm like kind of inching over, and you guys weren't quite with me yet, so I'm like, hey, come on, and inching over to him the first time, and the person that was there with him said, would you like to meet him? And I'm like, if that would be all right, I'd really like to. My friends are right here with me. I'm kind of waiting for them to come, you know, and explained who I was then to them. And so they didn't even know like that I was also speaking there. I was just a weird tourist that was like wanting to say hi, but trying not to be rude about it. Okay, I was fangirling, okay, but trying not to be noticeably fangirling.
Graham and Karen, it's in Millersburg, Ohio, right in the heart of Amish country in Ohio.
Yes, literally, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful there.
Graham and Karen, if you come, I will be so excited.
Yeah,
like Graham and Karen's here. Ah! Yeah, it'll be great.
But it's very exciting. I'm gonna do that. I'm also doing an event here in Michigan and speaking in May. So I don't think anybody in the chat is here in Michigan, but I'm also doing an event here in Michigan. So
that would be awesome. That'd be really
that
cool.
would be awesome.
Yes, I would love to meet you. That would be amazing. So cool.
Yeah.
Come here, Winnie. Come here, Winnie. What's wrong with you, girl? You okay? Don't whine. You're going to be just fine. So anyway.
Courtney, it is almost.
I don't know if I'm going to go live. My dog is whining. I don't know what her problem is. So, but she has had the worst gas ever. We have been making her dog food instead of buying like dog food, you know, we've been making it. And like where we go for a butcher, they make dog food like out of leftover cow or whatever they got going on. And so she is like, I don't know what her deal is, but she has been extremely gassy. Where are the details posted at? Oh, she will post. She can post. Is there a website or something? They have a Facebook as well. I just got an advertisement for it asking me if I was going to come. I think it's under the Food Independence Summit too. Give me 1 second. Yep, it's under the Food Independence Summit. And here is the information. I'm gonna Graham and Karen, I can tag
I'm just
you.
not as good a secretary as.
It says that you can invite people, so
I got it. There we go.
okay. Invite people.
I might have to talk to John because last year he offered me a discount for people to tell people. So I don't get any money for you signing up to go, but I will. I did have a discount for, so I'll see if he's going to let me have one or not.
I just invited you, Graham and Karen, on Facebook to the event. So if that pops up on your Facebook, I don't know. But yeah, cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool if you both can come. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, but anyway, it's getting late. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I turn into a pumpkin late at night.
Yeah, I understand.
I have been up since I slept in today. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. So
I understand. I've been up since
we're going to go ahead if that's all right. And, all right. If there's no more questions.
Yep. My tent site now.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Thank you, Graham and Karen, for being here. And we will see you all next Friday. Bye, y'all.
Bye.